friends, welcome to another episode of Silly Time Story Time with Mrs. Desmond. Tonight you're in for a treat. We're going to read two stories. The first story is called Spoon, one of my favorites, and the second one is called Monsters Love Underpants, which I'm sure will give you a little giggle. All right, we're going to get started with Spoon. This is written by Amy Krauss Rosenthal and Scott Magoon. This is Spoon. This is Spoon's family. On Sundays, Spoon goes to visit his Aunt Silver. He has to be on his very best behavior there. She's very fancy and proper. Ta-ta, darling. Goodbye. At bedtime, Spoon loves to hear the stories about his adventurous great-grandmother who fell in love with a dish and ran off to a distant land. Lately, though, Spoon had been feeling blue. "What's wrong?" asked his mother. "You look a little bit bent out of shape." "Nothing," mumbled Spoon. "It's just that, I don't know. All my friends have it so much better than me. Like Knife. Knife is so lucky. He gets to cut. He gets to spread. I never get to cut or spread." "Yes, Knife is pretty spiffy that way, isn't he?" "And Fork is so lucky. She gets to go practically everywhere. I bet she never goes stir-crazy like I do." "Fork does not get out and make herself useful, does she?" "And Chopsticks? They are so lucky. Everyone thinks they're really cool and exotic. No one ever thinks I'm cool or exotic. Those chopsticks are something else, aren't they?" Meanwhile, if only Spoon knew what his friends were saying at that very minute. "Spoon is so lucky," says Knife. "He's so fun and easygoing. Everyone's so serious with me. No one's ever allowed to be silly with me like they are with a spoon. Clang, clang, bang, 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 clang." "Spoon is so lucky," says Fork. "He gets to measure stuff. No one ever does that with me." "Spoon is so lucky," says Chopsticks. "He gets to go places by himself. We could never function apart." That night after bedtime stories, Spoon's mom turned off the light, tucked him in and said, "You know, Spoon, I wonder if you realize just how lucky you are. Your friends will never know the joy of diving headfirst into a bowl of ice cream. They'll never know what it feels like to clink against the side of a cereal bowl. They'll never be able to twirl around in a mug or relax in a hot cup of tea. Spoon hadn't thought of it that way before. He lay awake in bed for a long time. His mind was racing. He felt so alive. There was only one thing to do. "I can't sleep." "Come snuggle. Come Spoon." And so he did. Sweet dreams. The next story we're going to read is called Monsters Love Underpants by Claire Friedman and Ben Court. Monsters love underpants. Look at all the variety of underpants. Can you pick out your favorite? Monsters love underpants. Monsters think it's monster fun to creep around all scary. But there's something they love even more than looking mean and hairy. Monsters all love underpants and think pants are fantastic. They like all patterns, shapes, and styles and twanging pants elastic. Some prowl through dingy dungeons. Oh, you hear them howling loudly. Creak! One finds squeaky armor pants and clanks around so proudly. Drool monsters from the steamy swamp fill pants with gooey slime. But oops! Their pants get slippery and slide down all the time. Wild, woolly mountain monsters make explorers faint with fright. Clump! They snatch their frozen pants, then run off into the night. At the bottom of the ocean, a pirate ship now rests, where sea monsters wear pants with jewels they've pinched from treasure chests. The spiky, spooky space monsters all wave and roar, hooray! When out from blackest, deepest space, bright bloomers float their way. It's not the sand inside his pants that makes this monster twitchy. His underpants are way too small. I wish they weren't so itchy. It's Saturday, their disco night. They wear pants bold and brave. The password, shh, is wobbly pants to get inside the cave. Their monsters show their pants off as they dance the monster bop. Their pants-clad bottoms jig and jive till someone yells out, "Stop!" It's almost daylight. Quick, back home. We can't risk being spotted, for no one will be scared of us in pants all striped and dotted. Oh man, they're in a hurry. So if you hear some strange scuffles from beneath your bed, beware. You might just catch a monster trying on your snazzy pair. There's some more interesting pairs of underpants. I don't know which one's my favorite. I kind of like the grass ones. Or maybe the daisies? Or tic-tac-toe? I don't know. You can decide. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's edition of Silly Time Story Time with Mrs. Desmond. And I hope you enjoyed our books tonight. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Good night.